There are over 3,500 snake species on Earth, but only about 600 are poisonous. Even yet, poisonous snakes may be lethal. Although, they are not the most common causes of death, like automobile accidents and heart attacks. It's difficult, if not impossible, to categorize these species based on their level of threat. There are several ways to rank them: the potency of their venom, the likelihood of their striking, the frequency with which people come into contact with them, and even specialists can't agree on a top 10 list. There are a few snakes, though, that would make any list of hazardous reptiles. Here are 10 serpents you should avoid at all costs. 10. Olive sea snake, Episurus laevis. The olive sea snake is another water-loving creature. And, as the name suggests, the snake inspires. However, these snakes are both friendly, they frequently approach divers, and very deadly, a terrible mix. They are more curious than hostile and seldom bite humans, but when they do, the bites can be lethal. 9. Cottonmouth Moccasin, Agkistrodon piscivorus. Like the name implies, the scale is black. This snake gets to be around 4 feet long and spends a lot of time in water. When threatened, they put on a show. They coil up, open their fanged lips wide, and hiss violently. They don't bite humans very often, but when they do, the hemotoxin in their saliva may kill you. Their venom. 8. Mojave Rattlesnake, Crotalus scutulatus. The Mojave rattlesnake is smaller than its diamondback relative, but it contains far more venom, 10 times stronger than other North American rattlesnakes, and with a terrible temper to match. Although its bite is not as severe as that of other rattlesnakes, you still don't want to catch a dosage of its potent neurotoxin. 7. Eastern diamondback, Crotalus adamantius. If the rattlesnake isn't your first idea when you hear the words deadly snake, it should be. Eastern diamondback rattlers may grow to be 7 feet long. Although it is modest in comparison to a cobra, it is the largest snake in the United States and one of the largest snakes in the world. Eastern diamondback venom is quite potent, and these snakes have enough of it. But, fortunately for us, they are excellent at concealing from people. If they are disturbed, they let you know with loud hisses and a shaking of their eponymous rattles. 6. Gabon Viper, Bitis gabonica. This snake, known as the Gabon Viper, has the largest fangs of any snake. Fortunately, they don't commonly sink their fangs into people. To avoid wasting scarce venom, they prefer to hiss a warning and flee. The amount of venom the snake injected depends on the amount of venom the snake injected. A lot of venom may kill you in minutes, but just a little and you'll have a terrific story to tell. 5. Inland taipan, Oxyuranus microlepidus. The inland taipan is the most poisonous snake in the earth, according to experts. That may be true, but it is not a huge murderer of humans. This snake, like other snakes, is timid and avoids confrontation at all costs. It also resides in a distant part of Australia where people hardly see it. Before we go on to the next snake on the list, please like, subscribe, and share if any of these snakes are toxic to you. Also, please leave a comment if you have had any close experiences with any of the snakes on this list. 4. Saw-scaled viper, genus, Echis, several species. This snake is generally less than 3 feet long. What it lacks in stature, it more than makes up for in attitude. The saw-scaled viper has a terrible temper and a lethal poison. According to researchers, these nocturnal predators kill more people than many other snakes. This is most likely due to their extensive distribution in the Middle East and Southeast Asia. 3. Boomslang, Dispholidus typus. Despite its appealing name, the boomslang has a terrible bite. Its venom, a hemotoxin that causes widespread, severe hemorrhage, can kill fast and in an unpleasant manner. Boomslangs, on the other hand, are not as aggressive and rarely disturb anything that is too large to consume. 2. Black Mamba, Dendroaspis polylepis. The black mamba's name comes from the black lining of its lips. Its skin is gray to light brown in color. The black mamba is shorter than the king cobra, but it is quicker. It can reach speeds of more than 12 miles per hour and frequently employs these bursts of speed to pursue anyone unlucky or dumb enough to provoke it. It is a neurotoxic that contains a neurotoxin. A few drips are enough to kill a person. More often than not, the black is described as aggressive. If you've disturbed one, the distinction is probably meaningless. 1. King Cobra, Ophiophagus hanna. The king cobra is frequently the first snake that comes to mind when people think about venomous snakes. Not only is it lethal, but it is also the longest of the poisonous snakes. It may grow to be 18 feet long at its most severe. If you come across one, it's unlikely to be taller than 12 feet. Isn't that comforting? These giants consume largely other snakes, which is a plus for humans. Though they are not normally hostile, they can be cruel during mating season. And you definitely don't want to catch one off guard. When threatened, they assume the characteristic cobra stance, straightening their bodies, spreading their hoods, and hissing. You will heed this warning if you wish to live.